Introducing the 2018 Quakes bench coach, Petie Montero. There's lots to tell you about him. Montero spent last season with the Los Angeles Dodgers organization in the Dominican Summer League as well as in Arizona. Prior to 2017, in his time away from the game of baseball, Petie was providing a huge service, saving lives in the LA area.
Ended up going to Monterey Park Fire Department after that and was hired by them. They sent me to paramedic school where I went to UCLA paramedic school and worked for Monterey Park Fire Department.
Remarkable, but perhaps not the most impressive part of Montero's story, as we found out.
Number 22, Roberto Ramos.
My high school coach took me out to the Reggie Smith Academy, and that's where I first met him, working out there at the academy.
Roberto and I met probably, it was 2010 or 11. Reggie had asked me, he goes, hey, we got a Latin kid coming, I'm going to need your help translating. I was like, sure, no problem.
Little did anyone know just how life-changing and valuable this batting lesson would become.
Ever since day one, he took me under his wing. He took great care of me, from picking me up to go work out, to dropping me off, to taking me to games, and just everything.
So right off the bat, we hit it off. It was like cool. We started joking around. I didn't even know the kid, you know, and we're just having a good time. And within that work, Reggie was like, hey, you know what, just take over and we'll go from there. And I was like, okay. And the next thing I know, Reggie's like, hey, why don't you take him as your lesson?
As Roberto Ramos discovered, the lessons went way beyond baseball at the Reggie Smith Academy.
Honestly, I learned more English with them in the academy than I did at school.
When he first came to us, he didn't speak any English, and one thing that Reggie and I asked him to do was, you know, give us 5 words in English and Spanish, translate it.
Ramos was given the chance to excel under Montero's tutelage. Here's where opportunities turn into so much more.
Asked me, you know, if I could help him out, and I was like, yeah. So he told me to stay with me, and he ended up staying at my house and lived there for over a year.
Not too many coaches would be willing and able to step up in this way, but Petie did.
And in order for that to happen, I had to transfer schools. He became my legal guardian for me to be able to live with him and to be able to transfer.
Earlier, we spoke of Petie's most impressive traits. Perhaps it's his heart.
Then I had to go file court documents to become his legal guardian. His parents had to send paperwork from Mexico authorizing me to be his legal guardian, and then I had to go present myself to the school district.
I think the most important thing is how he took somebody he didn't know and took care of me and just, I mean, to the point where he became my legal guardian. You know, I think that's awesome.
What motivates an instructor to give his player so much help?
You know, I'm just trying to help a kid, you know, with an opportunity to make something of himself and, you know, get his high school diploma and have a chance to get drafted or play college baseball and continue from there.
Number 22.
And now, back to 2018 and the California League.
Now it's kind of crazy because I'm actually going to be at first base, and he's DH tonight, but I think tomorrow he's going to be playing first, and just to be on the same field, not only San Fernando Tigers, but, you know, a kid and, you know, somebody that I got to see grow up in the last couple of years, and, you know, we keep in contact, and it's pretty cool.
An amazing gesture by Petie Montero. We asked Mr. Ramos about his feelings.
I love him, and I mean, he's a great guy. I always look up to him, and I will never be able to thank him enough for all he's done for me.
Wanting to help is one thing, but what makes a coaching mentor go so far to provide a chance for his player?
One thing that Reggie always taught was to give back, and, you know, I was that kid that was growing up and needed help, and Reggie took care of me, and, you know, Reggie just asked me to pay that forward, and, you know, that's what I was thinking the whole time. And
one thing is for sure, Petie Montero will continue to be impacting for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes in 2018. Thank you so much for tuning in. On behalf of Dodgers Lowdown, I'm Stephen Douglas.